for clicking on my dad's video, and the Eagles stink again. So if you want to know the truth about them, just watch my dad's video. Make sure to subscribe.
Yo everybody, how you doing? So before I start, I want to say that I'm sorry that this video is so late. It took a couple extra days to get it out. I had done it yesterday and was supposed to bring it out, and the audio was really bad, so I needed to redo it. So I did it this morning. I apologize, and next time, that won't happen again. When I say it'll come out a certain day, it'll come out. I apologize. Now, we're talking about the NFC North. The NFC North, is full of historical teams. Now, two of the teams are dingbats. Two of the teams decided to build domes in cold weather areas where they could have such huge advantages in the playoffs, yet they chose a dome and they have suffered. I believe Detroit Lions probably could have gotten to a Super Bowl or won a couple playoff games if they had an outdoor stadium. I believe the same thing with the Minnesota Vikings. They take their advantage and they've thrown it away. And that has always been my problem with those two teams in that division. Why would you build a dome? I don't understand it. Now, let's talk about predictions and what I think is going to happen. So, the team that I think this year that will finish in last place in the NFC North is the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears, I think, will go 3-13, and I think they will go 1-5 in their division. I think this is full rebuild mode for them. They made a stupid trade to move up one spot to get the quarterback Mitch Trubisky. Don't even know if he's going to start. When you go on Chicago's website, the guy that they're promoting, putting out in front, is Mike Glennon. Mike Glennon is on the front of your webpage. That is like the face of your franchise. Your franchise is done. You're going to lose. And that's the problem. They're in rebuild mode. At some point, that quarterback, Mitch Trubisky, will be starting. And they're gonna take their beatings this year. That's the way it is. Chicago, 3-13. In third place, I have a team who I think is a good team, a playoff type team, a team that is going to struggle because of the schedule that they have that is so hard. I have the Detroit Lions going 8-8, 3-3 in their division. The Detroit Lions, let me tell you, their first 9 weeks is tough. They got to open up at home, I guess, against Arizona. Then they got to go to the Giants. Then they come home and they play Atlanta. They got teams like New Orleans and New Orleans. They got to play Carolina. They got to play Atlanta. They got to play Green Bay. They got to play Pittsburgh. They got to play Baltimore. They got a tough schedule. And I think they're a good team, but I think that the tough schedule for the Detroit Lions is going to overcome them, and they're going to go 8-8. They're going to start off slow, probably finish the year strong, but it'll be too little too late. So I have them 8-8. Now, for the second place team, I have the Minnesota Vikings. I have the Minnesota Vikings at 9-7. They have an average quarterback who is average at best, Sam Bradford. He's going to give you average stats. He's going to give you average numbers. He's going to give you average play. And you know what? You take that average, that's 500, and you add a good defense, you get an extra win out of it, 9-7. I think the defense will keep them in games. They'll win some games, but I don't think they have a good enough quarterback or offense to make any impact in the NFC North. I have them 9-7 with a 4-2 divisional record. Now, the first place team will be the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers, that's all you need to say. Aaron Rodgers is an MVP candidate already because if you look at all the teams in the NFL, there may be no team that relies on their quarterback than the Packers. I mean, if Aaron Rodgers got hurt, the Packers, I don't even think, make the playoffs. That's how big he is. They have a lot of guys that they lost this offseason. A lot of guys. And then they got Martellus Bennett as a tight end back. But it doesn't matter. Aaron Rodgers makes everybody better. And as long as Aaron Rodgers is on the Green Bay Packers are a playoff team and a contender for the Super Bowl. It's just the way it is. That's how much a quarterback means. I have the Packers going 11-5, winning their division, and going 4-2 in their division. And so that's what I see happening. Because as long as you have Aaron Rodgers, you got a shot. That's a very great thing to have, and the Packers have had that for years with Favre and Rodgers. And now they have it again, and I think that the way the Packers finished the year, I think Aaron Rodgers will have a good year, and I think they'll go 11-5, make the playoffs. So, to review, NFC North, Packers 11-5, Vikings 9-7, Detroit Lions 8-8, the Chicago Bears or Bums 3-13. So that's the NFC North. Next one will be the NFC West. Take care, talk to you later, and don't be a dingbat.